we're back. Put my visor down so you all can hear me. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another YouTube first ride. I'm on a familiar bike, something I've ridden a lot of, and a little different because I've never ridden the GS Adventure Rallye. I've ridden the GS Rallye, so this is a little different, but it's cool nonetheless to be back on a new bike, never mind such a good one like this one. And I suppose we probably have to be neutral, but you know, they are good bikes. There's a reason they sell so well, and I've been privileged enough to ride most of their models, and it's been good. It's been good. Today's a little different. Like I said, I'm on the Rallye. I happen to have Kyle on the back with me, which is quite cool because I've never done a vlog with someone on the back, so I must say it's a fun experience. So we're just going to take the bike out. It's a bit wider, as you know. The GSA's got the big 30-litre tank on it, so it's not as nimble through the cars as normal, through the traffic. So yeah. And here we are. I mean, a capable cruiser, you're not going to beat it. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to start off with all the good and the bad. Let's be honest, these are probably the best with regards to sort of a larger adventure bike that's going to do serious miles and then serious off-road miles. It's going to do it all. There's just no beating that. So, but we had to talk about this particular bike today, and quite excited, like I say, to ride. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon, so we get to just chill, take it for a quick spin, get some photos. And as you know, these are always, for those that's watching for the first time, these are always just first ride reviews. We're not taking them into technical depth. There's a lot of articles about that. I think the idea is just to introduce what's new on the market, what's available. Kyle does the write-ups, as you know, South African Motorcyclist magazine. I normally end with the videos with you know, please download the magazine, it's free. So I'm going to start with it this time because I think it's important that I try and catch everybody. YouTube tells us, you know, people watch sort of halfway or get distracted and have to pause it, and then they miss out on the message. So I'm going to start off with that. The magazine is a digital magazine, it's free. Kyle spends a lot of time, he's pretty much on his own with most of it. The media, the advertising, the articles, you know, it's a what do they call, what's the right word for that? It's a passion project, and it's something that I think does very well for someone who does it on his own. So I think it's important to support local guys, so please subscribe and like. It's important for us to be able to get the views, to bring better bikes, to bring longer reviews. But the best for now are the introductory videos, and then every now and then we'll get a bike for longer term, depending what's available, and we can do something. So I'd appreciate that, and I'm sure Kyle would appreciate you having a look at the magazine. If you don't know where to get it, there's a website. We'll put links in the description. There's Instagram, there's Facebook. Yeah, so give the oak a shot, share it with friends, get people to read it, comment. You know, we understand it's not going to be, you know, he does the best he can, and you know, constructive criticism will always help improve. I think that always breeds somebody to push if he knows there's lots of viewers. So please give it a shot. But that's the end of that from me. Let's get into the bike. So 2021 GSA Adventure, or GS Adventure, BMW 1250 shift cam, the Rallye, so the smaller seat, at the taller suspension, couple more goodies in the front. We'll go through that a bit later, but very typical. You know, BMW's got a winning recipe, so typical BM's got all the suspension, the automatic adjustment, the ESA system, and yeah, everything that you could ever ask for. This is a pretty, there's no extras on it. They come with the top crash bars, they come with the bottom crash bars. I think it's got, yep, bottom crash bars. And yeah, so I mean, you know, the accessories, why these things are just, there's just no limit. You could put a sidecar on this thing if you wanted to. There isn't a limit to what you can do with them. So yeah, I mean, some of the things that people talk about is the manual screen versus electric screen. I know a couple of bikes are doing that now. the electric screen for adjustment. I've never had a problem with it. Once it's set, it's set. You don't really change it. And then most of the guys that do series off-road, they take it off anyway. They take the whole screen off anyway, so because they're doing low speed, and you know they're most likely gonna tip over, and they don't want to break the screen because BMW. So I mean, what else can somebody really get into? I think, like I said from the start, I mean, they are brilliant cruisers, they're brilliant machines. It's a competitive market. You've got the likes of KTM and Yamaha and Triumph, of course. They've brought out the new 900, I think, or I'm not sure what it is, but they're very good off-road, and they're starting to build their brand. And here we've got some low speed, so that's quite cool. So I've got Kyle on the back. We're doing some low speed. There's no chance to overtake here. And it's perfect. Once you get on these things, you know, they are heavy, but once you're on them, they're just so well balanced, and they're so easy to ride. The clutch is super soft, of course. Interlink brakes, obviously, that's been a while. And yeah, you can see it's pretty easy at slow speed. I mean, can't lie, we're doing, you know, 15 k's an hour. And there you go. Yeah, but I mean, we're just doing on a dirt road. That's nothing. I mean, the amount of things that these things are capable of and what they're capable of doing is just phenomenal. And we're not going to do that today, but there's stacks of videos to go see that. And one day when you get enough subscribers and enough people, we'll be able to do these types of videos, and we can go out and take them on some dirt roads and do some you know, high-speed dirt road and slow technical, and just get up to some mischief, which is always lekker. But yeah, so I'm just going to get through this slow section, and then I'll catch up with you guys in a second. So here we are with it today. Thought we'd stop here and have a quick look at it. I quite like the white Trelly frame. It's got the black rear subframe, and then the rally spec, from what I understand it as, is the rally seat. Of course, it's singular seat for a lot of standing up, and you can obviously put some tie-down luggage on the back. Most GSAs, all GSAs come with the pannier brackets, which is always lekker. You've also comes with the upper pannier bars, the lower bars, the spotlights. These are all part of the GSA package. And then in the specific rally edition, the filters are kept at a higher place, obviously, for that also helps in river crossings and with the dust and so on. So that's also really cool. But then again, standard, you know, BMW features with the LED lights. In this case, it's the white one with the white mud hand guards, the award-winning TFT screen. And as you know, the brake lights come up on the indicators as well. It's these LED lights, and so on. So you got the full wraparound pannier brackets, the wider foot pegs for off-road, which is great. I actually prefer it. Even if you're on road, I'd rather those pegs. It just feels more stable on the bike. The center stand has the deflector plate. I don't know if you can see that well enough. With the deflector plate, that's also BMW stuff. That also helps with, you know, rocks shooting up and so on. And it does help a little bit, because on a normal bike, when you go off-road, it does rattle around a bit. So that's quite nice that they did that. But again, typical controls, your spotlight control, your menu functions. You've got your joystick wheel, which goes right and left, up and down. Your menu will take you in and out of menus. Your suspension, your ABS and traction. You've got your mode switch, your heated grips, starter button, and keyless ignition, of course. So yeah, it's again, typical BMW build is standard. They haven't changed models, you know, massively. They just keep improving on an existing platform, which is a great platform. I mean, again, here you got the skid plate as well for the underbelly of the bike. BMW brakes up front, and Brembo's at the back. Take you around there. You can see the Brembos. And yeah, it's a great bike, and we were just chatting about it now, how comfortable it is actually still with a rally spec. It's still comfortable to ride with a pillion. So the nice thing is, if you're lucky enough, you keep the standard seat that comes with the bike, and you can always get the set of typical seats. I know this cover comes off here, and then you can put the normal seats on and then do your touring. So kind of best of both worlds. Already best of both worlds as a bike on its own, as a platform. But then if you really want to take it a step further, you can get the comfort seats and then have it as a normal bike, and then have the rally features, you know, on your own with your out and you're riding with mates and so on. So a really good package all around. I'm going to do some film shots, and then we'll get back on the road and head out a little bit, and that will be it. Alright, so I just thought quickly, while I stop here, we're done with some photos and some goodies and stuff. I thought, you know what, let me show you the menu. So you just press down on the menu button, and then you can shoot across. And there's something interesting that they've done, is the bike settings. And one of them is, if you go into Enduro Pro, it used to be on, like, my previous generation 2017, you just got Enduro Pro and it automatically, you know, changed the bike's configurations. But in this specific bikes, now you've got the, you know, engine tuning, you've got the DTC traction control, you've got the ABS, and then you can reset it. So that's nice that you get a little bit of more configuration, and that also comes to the Dynamic Pro. So if you're specifically going touring and stuff, you want specific settings, you can go and do that. So I mean, for what it's worth, it's not hard to do. These menus are also easy to use. You've also got rain, road, eco, and so on. So it's quite nice that you get these options. And of course, you can do hill start control off and on, and manual. You tap the front brakes when you stop, it will automatically engage. You got how your lights work, the dampening, the alarm system. So that's a new, well, I don't know how new it is, but I know it's something I haven't seen very often, and so on. So you get all these different options, and then to get out the menu, just press up. You can press up again if you want to, or go back down to the menu, and then go across. So once your phone's connected, you get turn-by-turn navigation. You can obviously control your media, you can see the phone. So there's a bunch of cool stuff in here, and it's so easy to use with this joystick. And on your bike, you can start seeing trip settings. I think I've shown this in a video before, but you can see your trip computers, tire pressure monitoring, and then when you have to take the bike for service. So it's pretty sick. I mean, the lights are automatic. It tells you temp, time, range of fuel left, and then I think that's about it. And you go back out, and there you are to your menu. So I thought that'll be fun. Alright, so there you have it. We've done a few shots. I wanted to go more into depth, but I think it really does give the gist of it. The Enduro Pro mode, you've got, I mean, everybody knows they got heated grips and automatic suspension, and up and down. So you got the quick shifter, you got auto blipper, you've got whatever you want to call it. You got your cruise controls, you got your nav mount, hazard lights, and then you've got a USB charger. So it really does come so fully loaded. Again, pricing is, you just go online. They've got a whole new BMW configurator where you can go and configure your bike. You can almost do everything, order it, buy it, and you'll just get a phone call from a sales guy saying, where can I deliver the bike, almost, or what time's good. So they really have made ordering the bike and understanding the spec and all the different options super simple. So you just go website, figure it out. There you'll be able to see the pricing on the configurators. Look, in this market, none of these bikes are cheap, but you're getting a hell of a lot of bike. 200,000 kilometers you could do on this thing. If you look after it, it's going to give you such high life, and really I think there's a point where you go, well, do I really need the next thing? Okay, these things are so fully loaded. They really are amazing machines. And we're chatting, we're two guys on the bike now, and it's just so easy to ride. It's so effortless. It's the shift cam motor, as you know, that's been around since 2019 now. The shift cam motor, just gives you that middle power. You see I overtook in 6th gear here, and the bike just shunts and off it goes. It's really easy to ride, and that's, you know, that's the incredible part about them. They the motors are good. It's been around, again, tried and tested, and they're just perfecting it, really. You know, so thanks for watching again. I know I can ramble a lot, but we've got to get a lot of information in a short amount of time. And again, you know, supporting these videos, like, share, you know, put a comment there, tell me that my voice sucks, or, you know, or you like the video, you like that it's pretty raw, pretty simple, whatever it is, let us know so that we can improve. You know, Kyle is, like I say, it's a passion project. A lot of blood, sweat and tears and time goes into it, so please download the magazine, support the peoples. But yeah, that's it from me. Thanks again for getting this far in the video. If you are, you're a homie, thank you. This far in the video, and we're gonna head home and maybe have a sundown or coffee, one of the two. Catch you later. Cheers.